Hello, everyone. Welcome to 49er Score. And I'm coming to you after the free agency that we've had and wanted to focus on the players and the free agents that we have signed and the possible players that we can draft in the upcoming draft. Some of the players that we have signed, like Mike Evans and Christian Kirk and Osa Obigizua, however you spell his last name or pronounce his last name, are some of the players that are going to come in and help us create a better team and with more pass rush that we need with Osa being now and Bosa coming out. Osa and Bosa. There are going to be two players that are going to help us in there. And then also with Bryce Huff, uh, deciding to go with a different path in his life, which we wish him all the best. I wanted to focus on players in the draft that can help us in regards to picking the players that we need for edge rushers like Joshua Joseph, Malachi Lawrence, and Dami Tucker. Some of the players that I like, and also some players that could be there that we can look at as far as players that are with a high percentile players in the draft. And some of the players that I'm looking at right now are definitely people that we can use as far as, let's see, let me just get to the right page. I was trying to do a recording a couple of times earlier, and then my recording got cut off. But in regardless of that, let's see. And I apologize if I am pausing, and I've been having some lot of technical difficulties. Again, this is kind of like a new venture for me. But let's get back to actually the let's see, defensive line edge. This is the area that I wanted to focus on because I don't know if we're going to have Bosa when he comes back. I'm kind of hesitant if he's going to be his old self. He's had multiple injuries, which is the same case for Kittle. And these are the players that are the core players of the 49ers. But having those kind of severe injuries, I'm thinking that, and then with their age, it's kind of we have to pause and think that if they are going to be as effective as before, I would love for them to come back and pick up where they left off. But realistically and medically, I think, and with their age, I'm not crossing my fingers that they're going to be 100% at any time. That's just my take on these kind of severe injuries. So, which brings us to the draft. And some of the players that we could be picking. I talked about Joshua Joseph. When you look at his, and I'm using Draft Bus as my draft analysis and the players that we can take and draft. It's a good website that gives you a lot of info about the players. In regards to Joshua Joseph, it gives us some statistics, and we can take this with grain of salt. I don't see this as set in stone what they're putting out there on the website as far as their ratings and whatnot. For instance, for Joseph's pass rush percentile, he's at 100%. His run defense percentile is at 93. So on the surface, it looks like, wow, he's got to be one of the best, pass rushers potential because he's at 100. He's 6'3", 242. He ran a 4.68, respectable time, and he's got long arms. That's one of the areas. He's got 34.25 inch arm length, which is very good for that height at 6'3", 242. And I would look at him maybe bottom of the first, maybe top of the second if we end up trading Mac Jones, which I've talked about. He needs to start somewhere else. I really like him. I think he deserves to start somewhere else to be a starter and progress his career. And for us, we can pick more draft picks in round two, possibly three that we lost for trading away our third for Osa. So that's the area that I would look at. And for other players, as far as potential players that we can take at the edge, Derek Moore, that's another player that I was scouting and mocking and drafting in my previous mock drafts. He could be there at round two. And if he's there at round two, I would probably jump on that or any other previous players that I just mentioned. Now, as far as the defensive tackle guys, uh, there's two players that I've liked that I've talked about, and those are Caleb Proctor. And let me just pull up the defensive line players, defensive line, and we're gonna look at because I think a lot of these players are gonna come in. And again, just to recap, there is no offensive line that's going to come in and take over the players we have over McKivitz, over Brendel, over maybe over left guard and Todd and Kobe. But no one's going to take the place of Trent Williams if and when he comes back. So we might, left guard is an open kind of a case. So, but the offensive line, even though all of us would like us to upgrade, I just don't see Kyle really taking that route and putting in a rookie in there. So that's why I'm focusing on the D line and possibly safety. And some of the safety we can talk about in later videos. But right now, I'm just focusing on the D line and the edge and other players that could be there. I used to like Zion Young, but I'm kind of looked away from him. I think he gets engulfed by larger offensive tackles. He has potential, but I just like better players and with more of a demon type of a pass rushers, um, violent people that want to get to the quarterback and just do their job. So other players that could be there, Caden Curry. I don't know if I mentioned him. He's another good player. He's at 6'3", uh, 257 pounds. He ran a 4.78. He probably could be had round two, maybe round three, if we get around three. And his pass rush percentile rather is 94%, which is very good. And then also his run defense is 93 percentile. Again, these are on draft buzz. We can take him with a grain of salt. So those are the players. But in again, I wanted to go back to actually the defensive tackle guys. Talked about Kella Proctor and Zane Durant. Let me pull up the defensive line. Okay, let's see where these people are. They're becoming more and more popular, and with Zane Durant having a very good combine, with a good, I think, 20-yard shuttle, I think it was. He did a very good, time in that. Um, well, another defensive tackle guy that we could have is Grayson Halton. I like him. Um, Although his pass rush percentile is 84, is a little bit lower. Like Caleb Proctor, I think he's at 95, which is phenomenon. And I know he played in a lower division college. That's for Caleb Proctor. So those numbers can be skewed. And with Grayson Halton, pass rush percentile is at 84%. And let's see, we go back to I'm trying to find Nadami Tucker is another person that we could look at. And Caleb Proctor, 291, 6'2", ran a 279. And also Zane Durand, 6'1", ran a 475. Both of them could be good. We talked about Caleb Proctor. His pass rush percentile is at 95%. Run defense at 85%. Very good. And then Zane Durand, the last person I want to talk about and close out the video. His pass rush percentile is at 69%. But I don't want to focus too much on this because I've seen him play. I see him be very quick, very fast. He has potential to be great. So with that said, thank you for coming to my channel. Please like, subscribe, and share, and follow my channel. I'm constantly putting shorts and trying to keep up with the players and the team, and then also maybe do one or two videos like this with you guys, share some of the thoughts, make a comment, and let me know what you guys think. Thank you again, and we'll see you soon.